What's happening, everyone? Welcome back to the next video. My travel ban that I set myself has failed. We are, I'll tell you we're in a minute, I'm actually dying of man flu as well. We are in Breen on the Bristol channel for high tide, and then we will be moving to another mark for low tide. That'll be in the next video. Hopefully I can get 2 videos out of the day. Anyway, I'm with Matt and I'm with Joe. Very spurred at the moment. I've been wanting to go cod fishing for a while. It's been on my mind. Joe messaged and said, what about this? Literally not yesterday, day before. Let's do it. So here we are. Bait wise, I got some blacks from Darren, Medway Tackle Supplies. Darren, whatever. They are nearly a week old. That's the problem. So they're not fresh blacks, but they're not frozen blacks. They're like week old fresh blacks. I also picked up some rag as well. But the plan was to come and dig some lug here today on Breen Beach, some extra commons. Now, although there's plenty of casts, the worms are tiny. Me and Matt had a dig for 10 minutes earlier, 5 minutes earlier, but they are really, really small. So we are at the moment a little bit stuck. We are going to definitely need to dig some more bait because we haven't got enough. We haven't got enough worms. We've got plenty of squid. Joe picked up a load of squid and brought it down with him, but it's just not enough. And I didn't come all this way to fish with squid, if that makes sense. So target's obviously cod, but today, this morning, on this flat beach, I don't know if anyone's ever seen Breen, there's a few videos on YouTube actually. Chris Clark, I think, yeah, Chris Clark. They fish this beach, him and his pal fish it quite a lot, and I love their channel. They fish here in Chesil and other places, but they've done really well here in the past, and it's always made me want to come and fish it. Now, I came here last year to have a look, or the year before, and when we got here, the tide was so far out, and I couldn't be bothered to wait, and we just ended up going to Severn Beach, where it was comfortable and easy. I was just being lazy, really. But this morning I said, no, we're fishing here and this is it. The tide is that fast coming in across this flat sandy beach. The water's coming in faster than I can walk. So we're literally moving back every, I don't know, 2 or 3 minutes. It's already there, and I walk back an extra 10 steps than the other boys, and I'm already needing to move back. But hopefully we'll find a codling. The ragworm I would like, well, I've always wanted to catch, is one of them monster Dover soles that the guys get in the Bristol channel. Because they do get them big down here. And it is very, very late in the year for a Dover sole. Now, I know that. But there is always a chance that there's still 1 or 2 knocking around. So I've got ragworm on a smaller scratching rig on one rod, and just a couple of blacks on the other rod with a pulley pennel, Gavman shore rigs. So yeah, that's the plan today. It's Sunday, the weather's crap. The kids are indoors putting the Christmas decorations up, and I have no part of that. It's basically still November. All right, it's the 2nd of December today, but it's basically it's 3rd of November, December. But that was what they wanted to do, and I've never got involved in Christmas decorations because that's the girls' job. They do that, so that's what they're doing today. Yeah. Anyway, I will bring you guys back, hopefully, to a fish or some fish, or when the daylight comes. It's 10 to 7 in the morning, and it is pitch black. 10 to 7. I know we're on the west coast, but come on, where's the sun at? Nothing so far, guys. As you can see, daylight is coming. Weather's pretty grim. It's not awfully cold. I mean, it's not warm by any means, but it's not cold. I think it's because we're constantly moving. Like, we're literally only getting about 5 minutes, and then we're moving back. And then the time you've run, I run my box and my bucket. I know I probably shouldn't have my box all the way down here, and it'd be easier just to have a bit of bait and a couple of rigs in the bucket, but I brought it all the way down here, so I'm not going to run it all the way back. It don't matter too much. I did have one little knock on the ragworm, but it literally was just one pull down, like little very, very small knock, and that was it. And then I had to move back, which probably disturbed it a little bit, to be honest, but it is what it is. The biggest problem is, I'm moving back 3 times, my spool's empty. So now I've just I'm only giving it a gentle cast, just so it stays in the water that little bit longer, because really, for the time that it's taking for us to move back, it's not really standing in the water long enough. So yeah, try not to cast as far. Not that I'm a great caster, but time you stick it out there, I don't know, 80, 100 yards, and then you move back 300 yards or 200 yards, just your line's gone. I'm just coming over to see Joe. Joe, have you had any bites yet? No. Great news. Great news. I'm coming over to steal some squid, mate. Yeah. Right, guys, I'll bring you back. Still no fish. We all had a bite each. We all had a bite about the same sort of time. Bit strange. I'm now wondering actually if it wasn't a bite, maybe, I don't know. But it was literally all quite samey time. Yeah, I bought some crab with me, but shh, don't tell them to. To be fair, it's the last pack of frozen crab I had in my freezer. And I thought, well, if they're going to do anything anywhere, it'd be down the Bristol Channel, so I bought them with me. I think there's only 6 or 7 in the pack. Been saving them for a special occasion, and this is it, because this is definitely going to be the last trip of the year, big trip anyway. I'll probably still do a couple more down the river maybe, but I don't know. I'm not sure what's going to happen. The weather for the whole of next week is absolutely rubbish. Big southwesterly winds, pissing hard of rain, so I doubt I'll be doing much next week, that's for sure. Just get a bit more work in and try and save the pennies for Christmas. Yeah, still no fish. This is Breen Beach anyway, everyone. It's flat and it's muddy and it's not muddy, it's sandy. So we've got another angler down there on the other side of Matt. I don't know if you can just about see him. And then there is another angler right up that end. It's quite a way away. You can just about see him there, standing on that dry patch of sand. And from what I've seen, although they are very far away, I haven't seen anyone reeling in a fish. Today we are meeting up with Richard Reynolds from Reynolds Sea Fishing UK. I don't know if it's Sea Fishing UK or just Reynolds Sea Fishing. Him and his son Jack fish the Bristol Channel week in, week out. They live here. Jack also fishes for the England junior team as well. I'm not sure if he's coming today, but yeah, we are meeting up with Richard. He's very kindly just invited us to his house for coffee and toast, but I can't take Matt there. I definitely can't take Matt in his house. He'd be like a 3-year-old. I'll have to tell him to sit down and stop touching this and no. Can you imagine taking Matt into someone's house you've never really met before? So thank you, Richard. But no, that's not really the reason. We're going to go and find some proper food and some proper lunch for before we start the next session at low water. But yeah, Richard's going to come down and hopefully show us the secret mark and show us how it's done. It'd be good to meet him. So guys, if you haven't subscribed to Richard's channel, please go and give it a look. There's actually a couple of videos on there where his boy catches a couple of lovely big cod, and I'm talking proper cod, not codling, cod from over there. One of them's over there, I think, at Hinkley Point. He catches a nice one off that big mountain over there, Breen down. There's some actually real nice fish on their channel. I can't believe they haven't got more subscribers than they have actually. I would say it's a far better channel than mine, fish-wise and editing-wise. So yeah, go and give it a look out, guys. I'll put a link in the description on this video anyway. And hopefully we will get a fish before we go, so we can get 2 videos out of this trip, and then we'll have a part 2 on the next mark. Right, people. We're at the next mark. The last one was pants, so it'll be 1 video. You'll have to watch the crap session and hopefully the good session together. So we've moved further up the channel now. We were fishing quite a way that way, about 25 minutes in the van. Oh no, by boat probably not as far. Anyway, we're at a mark today called MOD. I've fished here before. Fished here last year, I think, with Matt and Steve Maddyman. And I had a codling that day and a conger, I think. We were further round that bend over there. So obviously Joe's still with us. Richard is with us again from I mentioned it earlier, Reynolds Fishing UK, and he's helping us out massively, sort of telling us where to cast, how far to cast. He's a very knowledgeable man when it comes to the channel, and if you go and check his channel out, you'll just see by their catch results. We've actually just been talking, and he's in the process of making a video, not just today, but he fishes here a lot because he doesn't live far away. So he said a lot of people think that they see these pictures go up on Facebook and videos of YouTubers, and it just seems that they always catching fish. It's not the case. We just said he might come over every day for a week and blank, and then he'll have a really good session. We'll have a few fish, and then another 5 sessions and blank. And obviously the video goes up of the one where there's some fish. So he's making a true life video. He said if it be 5, 6, 7, 10 sessions, just to sort of show that the channel is a great place for fishing, and there's no doubt about it. It has been for a long time, and I'm sure it will continue to be an amazing place for fishing, because it's just one of the places you never know what could throw up. But it's not always easy. Like, it may seem to be when you're looking at things like Facebook and Instagram and then the other social media. And you can see that by watching my videos. We've been down here time and time again and blanked. And I've always put the videos up because I'm a down-to-earth person. You know it is. I'll tell you how it is, basically. So yeah, bait-wise here, again, blacks, squid. I've got some rag, and that's the next cast. A couple of blacks and a frozen crab. Remember, that's a secret. And obviously, Diet Cola. It's just stopped raining, finally, for a little while. So I am hoping that we'll just have a bit of a break from wearing a wet coat, because it got wet this morning. I have got another one in the van, but that was damp anyway. And I had another one, but Joe nicked that, because Joe's one got wet as well. So I'll come very prepared today. Let's just hope the fish play ball. And that, people, was the end of that. It was really, really pants, to be fair, fishing. Really, really pants. To be fair, I'm recording this last bit over a week later. It was an hard day. It was an hard day. The weather was hard in the morning. In the afternoon, it got a lot better. But yeah, the fishing was absolutely pants. That's the way it goes. That is the way it goes. Mick's there at the minute. Mick from Mick, who owns Medway Tackle Supplies, are out on a boat, and they've been out all day. Seems like they're struggling. Oh, it's a week later. Tides are building. Really, it's probably the better week to go. But if they're not getting the cod on the boat, then they're definitely not going to be getting on the shore. Sorry there's been no fish in this video. Sorry it's just been me talking. But sometimes it's the way it is. I'm going to go and do a local one tonight. It's the first time I've been out in over a week. I say I'm not doing as much, nowhere near as much as what I used to. Although this week I probably am going to do this local one with Maddie Man tonight. And then go out and do a bit of carp fishing probably at the end of the week because the weather looks good. But yeah, thank you for watching. Sorry it's been crap, really. What can you do? I will see you on the next one. In a bit.